Boom,
Let's
bro.
talk. Let's talk. Let's talk.
Now, um, we heard it. We saw it again. Gervonta Davis for Cup stepping out. That intro was sick. Again, Chief.
Yeah. Well, I'll be honest with you, I wasn't really enjoying the intro. I was about to say yeah, and I was like, no, wait a second.
No, it's classic. It's classic. Just for what he did, what he was, what he meant to like. There was a time where that sound, that drill sound, you gotta call him like he's one of the. You probably call him one of the godfathers in this thing, innit? If you talk about Chicago drill, that's changed all the pop smokes.
No, that's real.
Come after him.
That's real.
It's Chicago, and Chief Keef is the guy in it. So he's gone like that. Like that lets me know how serious you're on about this fight. You've come to this fight with all intentions for winning. The aggression was there from the beginning. You're locked in. However, what's next? Because while this is good, there's the guy that really has the belt. There's the guy that
I hear it. I do hear it. I think for me, it's like obviously a lot of people were, up in arms about man being the face of boxing. He's like, are you the face of boxing now? Absolutely. Now, I'm not even against that statement being true. And when you say he's not the champ, two things are true at the same time here. Because we look at what crossover stars, bro, they did numbers on this thing, fam. Let me check the thing. I'm seeing 1.2 mil? Hold on a second. Let me see. They report where we get now. They're saying it's a massive gate. So they did about 22 mil on the gate. Yeah, but I'm seeing talk saying just over 1.2 million USA buys. Fam, that goes to show a couple of things. Yeah. People will pay for the big fights. Yeah. This fight was a crossover fight, bro. I had man them messaging me out the blue. Yo, he's saying Tanko Garcia. Like when certain man them hit me up, I know the fight is out there. So when I'm seeing that, I'm like, no, he's a crossover guy. Devin Haney's not a crossover guy. Lomachenko was not a crossover guy. Shakur Stevenson, potentially, we don't know. It's still early in the game for him.
That's the ability to crossover.
That's right. But there's a lot of men out there that have been here that are not crossed over like that. Now, Ryan Garcia has a massive fan base as well. I'm not going to put this all on Tank. Them man coming together created this mountain. But the thing is, the reason why someone takes it is when you win like that, on a night like that, everybody's watching. They all even say, do you know what? He's the man. And it doesn't matter who has the belt.
Yeah.
Because let's go back to when Floyd was going in and out and, he'd be like fighting irregularly and he'd have the belt and he wouldn't, and there'd be another check. Bro, Floyd was the guy. Belt or no belt.
No, but you know what it was? And you see that crossover thing, yeah? Look how many, like when Floyd came to and fought Ricky Hatton, yeah? Because remember, I was all in the thing of just wanting Floyd to lose. Like, I was just done with, like, I didn't like him at that time, innit? Right? See that check hook, yeah? And the way he just done him dirty, yeah? Yeah, it's called the check hook. I said, all right, however I feel, yeah, put that to the side. This man can fight. This guy, yeah, I've seen people go to, I've seen now, there's been so many different guys that come up against him, and he beats every single one of them. Hatton told me he has it. He has the technique. He has the code. He's going to break this one. Bro, he went down.
Fam.
Everyone's gone down, bro. Everyone.
That seeing Hatton lose like that bro, I was on the worst with the Hatton train. How's this guy? He's talking a lot. How's he gonna do with Hatton? Because when Hatton comes forward, Hatton just
Hatton.
Bro,
This is the one. This is finally the one because Hatton's gonna get to him. He's gonna see him. And then you just think because he's a pressure fighter and there's again body, he's not headhunting, he's gonna just be in there, right? You think, bro, he timed him to perfection. And then after that, I just said, oh, whoa, look, this is it. This is the guy. Let's not even what you call it. And he talks about the Da Vinci Code, and many people think they can work it out. You can't beat me. And it's true. It's he's still
you just have to say, oh, he's the guy. And then it just kept getting better and better, and it got louder. And then HBO 24/7 all access, and then we saw this man become an absolute star. With Tank now, that was his night. Now a lot of people are gonna say, yeah, but it's Garcia though. Garcia's not this. Regardless of how you feel about Garcia, Garcia still was a prospect.
He was a good dance partner.
He was a great dance
He was
partner.
a great dance partner. Not even a good dance partner. He was a great dance partner.
So this night is going to have the impact of the equivalence of when Floyd beat Oscar De La Hoya.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's that night of the loud talk, the going at it, and you come out and you've won.
Comes in Mexican as well, and I swear he was a sombrero as well, innit? I swear, does Floyd
Floyd did on that night, yeah. Floyd did on the night. He came in with a sombrero. He said, yo, on the Cinco de Mayo weekend, it's my weekend now. Like, these moments, yeah, they leave and print on the casual fan base. You're not going to be able to tell the casual fan now that Devin Haney's going to be able to outbox Tank. They're not hearing that Shakur is going to be able to just keep man at bay and win on points. Now it's one of those things where it's like the visual of Tank in people's minds, killer.
Yeah. But then, and you don't have to worry about face of boxing and this, that, and the other, because let's be honest, yeah, they can, like, let's say NBA. Now LeBron's gonna step away at some point. They're already setting Ja Morant to be the new face of NBA, but he's not.
The jury's out. The jury's out.
No, but they want him to be it, right? But there's players like Giannis, like walking around. There's players that are not like American. So when it's just
Are you
with me? Like, there's some bad boys, but it's like, so just because they call you the face, it don't mean everything, right? Because you can be the face, it don't mean you have all the talent. It's just like you're the more palatable one to sell to the masses. Now, for Gervonta, it makes sense. Again, he's got the street. The man them want to be his friend. The women will like him, this, that, and the other. Like, it's very easy to sell this around the world, right? And then there's enough for maybe historical or old boxing heads to be like, I don't really like him. I think I want to see him lose. There's enough there. All the ingredients is there for this to work. Whereas some other fighters, they just probably don't have enough, and there's the power. Let's not even forget the power. So you put all that together and say, well, this is complete.
And you know what the good thing about it is, is that, like, in this game of anything today, like sports entertainment, like if we call this thing sports entertainment and the entertainment industry,
it is.
When your era has a golden goose, the rub off, if everybody can play this and navigate this carefully, works for everybody in the equation.
Yeah.
So you look at Haney, you look at these men, they shouldn't be upset that this guy is the face. If anything, I'm glad that the face is in our mix, in
our weight class.
So man gets to rub off that, and if I beat you, I get to become that. So it's there. Whereas some weight classes, there's no face. So now we're just running up and down, bro.
Running up and down. We're all just running up and down, and it's a joke. That's it, bro. That's the realest part of it. People will fight the bold claim of saying that, and it's like, guys, you'll dismiss it to hurt yourself, because you're hurting your pockets at the end of the day. When you talk down what this guy is, it changes. You have to fight him, and you want people to want to watch it. If you're saying that this is a false champion, this, that, and the other, rare, it's actually killing your bread.
It kills your bread, fam.
It kills your bread. So you say, all right, okay, he's a champion. Okay, wicked. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's why people tune in. People are gonna tune in. And if, again, when you knock up, look what happened to Ruiz. Ruiz beat the face of boxing, and he partied like
you got to rub it gold.
He partied like no man's ever partied before.
You know how many times this brother must have walked around and said, "Hey, how you doing? I'm the heavyweight champion of the world." What, fam? You know how you feel after you smash a show? Man might be walking through the club just to get to the bar. Right? Thank you. Thank you, bro. Love for that, man. Appreciate it. So I'm just going that way. I'm going in between the group of 12 men just to you, man. Bro, if I'm the heavyweight champ, I'm doing that everywhere. West End, just driving around. Every club, I'm stopping off.
Bro,
the champ's outside.
The chains got bigger, the cars got better. Like, it was crazy. So, and that's what happened when, and you just take it. In that moment, the rankings, everything changed in that one swift moment. Now, what these guys got to do is not truly piss him off, but play ball. Like, because this fight is there for them. They can't avoid it forever. I know, I know Lennox is saying, look, it's not happening, this, that, and the other, no matter what. He was at the fight. They're not even panning to him, this, that, and the other. But there's a way to get that fight. There's a way to, because they've had a taste so far. They've had a taste of what these big nights can look like. If Gervonta's got anything about him, he'd want to have that night again, because who doesn't want that level of fame? Who doesn't want that
And that money.
that money? Like, you've now opened the doors and said, wow, like, is this what this looks like? Canelo didn't always want to fight guys that are not in his weight class. And he just got a taste of something. He said, you know what, I'm gonna do that again.
I'm gonna go for the greatness then, because
I'm gonna go for it. Pays. Simple as that. So again,
and also,
different.
Also, it's one of them things where it's like how you approach negotiations change when you know that pay-per-view potential is real.
Oh,
yeah. When you know the pay-per-view numbers are pay-per-viewing, them split talks there, they not so aggressive. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what, hate to throw this out there, but let's go to Tyson Fury and how this man negotiates. This brother's fighting tooth and nail on certain percentages because the pay-per-view ain't pay-per-viewing. So now that Tank has seen that, 1.2 mil. That's what do you say? And then the gate piece, fam, this is for one night. Now we're talking stratosphere. So man coming into this thing, bro, I might take a 30% because the rub off of the pay-per-views and all that stuff. I'm happy with them numbers.
And then don't forget, when you're getting that level on the gate and that level on the in-ring sponsors, that everything changes. There are deals before. I know that. Think about Mayweather, because the world is watching Burger King. We've seen the Burger King, man. He's just there live at his thing.
Floyd's opponents.
I've got to get the door. Keep getting up.
Yeah. Nah, saying Floyd's opponents, them men will come into the fight and leave with they wouldn't be this mad demand on purse splits and all this type of stuff. Them man knew they were seeing upwards of 10 mil. Now, certain man's careers, that's a big payday for them. So I think hopefully now there's more money into the mix. I know I'm just chatting on my own at this point, but hopefully more money being added to the mix for these guys allows negotiations to stop being so aggressive, bro. Because I'm tired of this across the road talk and them man at top rank, them man at PBC. Good thing about this one here is that the Zone, PBC, Showtime, I believe, coming together and kind of doing this cross-promotion broadcast. This is the future. This is going to be how the game moves forward. Now, I look at, say, the De La Hoyas in the world and how the Zone kind of work and stuff like that. And I'm like, this needs to be the precedent going forward. Like, that's how I kind of feel about it. And I like, I look at the heavyweights now, and it does put these guys to shame. Do you know what I mean? Like, I look at the heavyweight shape and I hear all this stuff, and especially the AJ Wilder talk that's kind of floating around now. I almost don't believe it because I'm thinking, what do the logistics look like? Will people get out of their own way? Do you know what I mean? So it's all a fascinating one, but we'll look forward to see what that looks like. But I think it's a great precedent. Now I look at, say, Shakur and Devin Haney's potential options. Lennox phoning in. We know Lennox is operating in the boxing space. Lets us know that fight isn't going to happen because they didn't pan to him in the audience to kind of, build that anticipation. I don't know for sure that doesn't happen. I know it definitely won't be happening next. I think there was a Floyd interview that came out, and I think they were talking about Teofimo Lopez for Gervonta. I think that's a weird fight in my mind. I can't really visualize a Gervonta and Teofimo's situation, but we'll see how this plays out. I'd like to see him get in there. I don't know if Devin Haney, it's really weird because he's not the champion. It's such a weird little pocket that he sits in right now where it's like, I'm the star, but I don't have the belts. Naturally, they're going to push the Reggie belt thing. A lot of people feel how they feel about Reggie belts. He's going to have to get a real strap at some point. But let's say we look at Gervonta versus yes, yo, bro. Yeah, just saying.
Yeah,
we're looking at the next potential opponents. Like, Tank is in a weird position where he snooked himself in as being positioned as the champ, but he's not actually the champ. He's going to need to get a real belt.
And the man with the belt is Haney, and it's a good. I don't like. What's crazy is, before I would have said this is a fight that he'd struggle in, he'd be outboxed in, he'd be in like significant trouble in. I don't feel that way anymore. I honestly feel that while Devin Haney has a lot that like he can outbox him in times, but we have to respect that. I don't think Gervonta Davis is just he's not in the as we said before, he's not in the Wilder category. He's someone that is, can counter punch, but can counter punch ruthlessly. You know, he's someone that applies the right level of pressure. Yes, he gets hit on the way in, but when he gets inside, he can be devastating. We've seen different ways that look at all the different knockouts now. They're different. Like if you look at his highlight clips of knockouts, they're all different styles of knockouts, right? And and sometimes when a fighter looks like he's got him, Leo Santa Cruz being one to mention, even Roddy, there's fighters that look like, you know, you're doing well here. This moment's yours. And just like that, it happens. So if I'm Haney, I'm not like if I'm in Team Tank, I'm saying Haney's the right fight, and then it's solidified. You're that guy. The other guy that I worry about is Shakur, though. I that one is the one that I say, hey, that one is different.
I think there'll be another fight before he takes on a Haney or a Shakur, if he ever does. But I think there'll be another fight. I remember Floyd. I was saying just before you came back, Floyd was talking about a Teofimo Lopez as an opponent.
That's nice.
Now, I think that could be a good. That could be. I think that it's an. I can't imagine it in my head right now because it's not
to win his.
But
you need Teo to win that fight.
Yeah, we do. But also, I think Teo is beatable. But I don't know if it's a knockout thing. I think he's going to be. Tank can go 12. Do you know what I mean? So I don't worry about conditioning that. But I look at it and I think to myself, I think Teofimo is beatable, but Teofimo can win himself if he puts it together.
But now play the game as a promoter. It's not about what do you call it? It's not really about the fight now. It's about what's sellable. You're talking about a New York, Baltimore, like it's brilliant already. The way Teo talks already.
That in Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden will explode. It will be like, again, like I just want to see it just because of the theatrics before it, right? Like Gervonta knows how to play the game. We've learned.
Teofimo's been moving mad.
He's great.
I know, but I think there's some controversy around some stuff he said. Let me get the quotes there. He said something about he's saying something about how he's upset at Top Rank. He goes, if they want the black fighters, they can keep them. It's weird, like it's one of them weird little. I'm trying to find the quote now. He's upset. He's like, I brought Bud Light to Top Rank. I brought this sponsorship. I want that. I've done that. And he's basically said like, yo, like if they want, I'm trying to find the quotes now, man. This is my last fight on ESPN. If they want the black fighters, they can keep them. He goes, all the fighters meeting I dissed Andre Ward and Tim Bradley. All these MFs just D-ride. I brought Bud Light to Top Rank. Like he's angry, and he just threw out that line. I thought that's a weird line to throw out, fam. Do you know what I mean? It's nuts. I don't like all those type of talks there, but you know, this stuff happens irregularly in boxing where guys make these statements. Do you know what I mean? Haney coming out saying, I'll never lose to a white boy. Bernard Hopkins said that in the past. I think who else? Someone said it in the beginning.
When it's someone else, it
wasn't Haney, not originally. I think was it Alan Minter? I think it was.
No, it's one that got beat up by Caleb Plant, fam.
Yeah, no, he said, bro, Haney said it as well. But someone said in a pot, was it Alan Minter? I think he might have said it about Hagler. Yeah, that's right. Alan Minter said, no black man will take my title. And that's when Hagler came in and beat man. So it's like you get these lines, you know, every once in a while, but it's one of the ones now where it's like Teofimo, he's talked himself into a position now because obviously you're the most recent one. Because Devin Haney had the noise on him a little while ago, and now people don't really refer to it because he's apologized and stuff like that. But I think Teofimo and his dad have said some questionable things along those lines in the past. I think his dad said the N-word or something like that. And people were like, oh, no, it's different in America. Like, there was a lot of weird talk about, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's... But again, it's one of those things where this talk, whether we like it or not, sells, it creates an explosion of chat.
It's huge. And even off that, remember, because they race, there's a lot of race baiting.
The Top Rank sell fights on race out there.
On race, yeah. Race baiting is fight selling is a way that they traditionally sell some fights in America, unfortunately.
Look at Floyd camping out on Cinco de Mayo. His opponents, Marquez, Pacquiao, Canelo. You start to see the dynamics that have been in play in America.
It's the oldest tactic in the book, but it just works, you know, for them out there. So they're not really going to change it because it's still the old heads running the establishment.
And you know
So
what's
while
funny?
they're run it, they're always going to stick to old rules.
Yeah. Saw somebody post a thing about the big paydays, right? And it was funny because he goes, look, all Floyd's opponents have countries on their back. So it was Floyd Pacquiao, it was Floyd Conor, Floyd Canelo. And I was like, that blueprint is, I see. You pick the man that represents
Floyd Hatton.
the nation. Floyd Hatton, you pick the man that represents the nation.
The nation has to pull up and watch.
That's
The nation,
right?
but then when you do, like, what's so sick about thingy will galvanize a large Tiafimo will galvanize a large state of just New York and how he's so new. Tiafimo is New York, man. So I hope that I hope that statement is misunderstood. I really hope. I haven't seen his previous statement, so again, I'm right now. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt because all these sound clips and stuff in this new generation, bro. Even if, like, just imagine he took 3 seconds of a pod that we've done with what you call it. It could do anything and say anything.
It's one of those things where it's like this. It's like understanding the lay of the land. Like, remember that time when I think Eddie Hearn spoke out of turn about fighters in America and the backlash was nuts. You start realizing the cultural difference. Like Fat Joe, that convo about him saying certain things.
A whole song when we got lean back and we don't even
New York, like in New York and them places, them man are like, nah, Latinos and like them, we're the same. We talk.
But then J-Lo outside, but no, J-Lo said it, and J-Lo was under pressure. Remember, I'm real, and then
the nuance. Listen, bro, the nuance, like trying to understand from the outside. The outside from us is like, nah, that don't run here. That don't run here.
No one.
Guys, it's
hard. It's very difficult. That's why, like, more times I don't really understand it. I just say, like, that's why in that one I was like, bro, I don't know what to do here because I'm not the expert in this because I've when that lean back song comes on, I've been in the club on this one. And I'm like, is he allowed to tell me to do that though?
Is he allowed to tell me? That's funny.
There you go. Let's move this on though. Where are we going next, bro? Do you want to go to double colors?
Yo, people, thanks for watching the Undefeated podcast. Make sure you
like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and all that good stuff, man. This is the place to be.